Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to take a look at what could be the world's first ever review and view of the new Cygnus 2 by ELK Studios. Cygnus 1 still a massive success for good reason, high level of innovation and whatnot going on in that slot, and Cygnus 2 does not look to disappoint. The first thing you need to pay attention to, aside from the very nice graphics, arguably it could be the best production in terms of graphics and art and music and whatnot in the Cygnus 2, again arguably. So it is the 50,000x. Yes, ELK Studios probably discovered that Nitropolis 3 with a 50,000x rather than a 10,000x was such a massive commercial success that they've decided to continue this trend. And we as slot enthusiasts, slot lovers and gamblers, we surely do appreciate a slot where you can win 50,000 times your bet. Before anything, we take a look at the pay table. 5 million euros is what you can win should you max bet and max win. We will not see this in this review. Multipliers, free drops, wilds. We have the multipliers, they have to reach the very left side of the slot to activate. Pretty simple. Avalanche, all symbols that fall down can either go left or right or stand still. And you collect is incorrect word. You connect from left to right on this slot, which you will see very shortly. Free drops, we have the bonus symbols. A bonus symbol that reaches the leftmost column triggers the free drop bonus game. Additional free drops can be triggered. And yes, I have actually managed to re-trigger in a super bonus. Twice! It can happen. However, it will not give 7 spins as the initial trigger. It will only give 3 spins. During the bonus game, the active multiplier is persistent between free drops. And symbols by far not even close to anything accounting what I'm about to say here. No, never mind that. The sun is the best paying symbol, 10 times better than the golden lion and significantly better than anything else you do want to connect with. And I want to leave this pay table, which I do here. We have a €1 demo version bet here today. Exciter features is of course what we are going to be visiting today. Bonus hunt is, according to ELK, a bonus hunt. It has more than double the chance to trigger the bonus game, and this comes at a cost of 100% of your current bet, meaning 2x. Yes, that is 2x. Correct. Multiplier, 1 drop with guaranteed activation of the rising multiplier, meaning that the multiplier symbol will hit the very left part of the slot to activate. And that is a 10x feature. 25x feature will be multiplier wilds, where not only can they multiply and give multiplier, I say multiplier a lot here, but the multiplying symbols are also wilds. Bonus buy, you have 1 drop with guaranteed entry to the bonus game for 100x. And last but not least, we have the 500x purchase. Super bonus, 1 drop guaranteed entry to the super bonus game. And in the super bonus compared to the normal bonus, the multiplying symbols are also wilds, meaning it is probably way easier to connect than should they only be a multiplier blocking possible connections. First up, the 10x one, bonus on 1, you can probably imagine what that looks like. It's the base game with a double the cost of the spin, but also over double the chance to trigger. I do not know the statistics for the normal trigger, but I would imagine it's among the lines of 1 in 350 or something, so probably 1 in 150 to 200 is not unimaginable to be reasonable during the bonus hunt. Anyway, click here, 10x is now wasted from the balance, and you see immediately the 3x wild here, and you have the multiplying meter over to the left. So that is basically how the slot works. It is very similar to Cygnus 1. Well, it is Cygnus 2, so why wouldn't it be? But anyway, of course, the potential is, how much is it now? 5 times more. I was about to say 10 times more, but it should be 5 times more. Here we do actually connect, which creates an avalanche, a cascade, and of course more symbols dropping afterwards, just as in the first Cygnus release. I believe the highest multiplying symbol in the entire game, probably in the world, is 10x. At least that is the biggest one I've seen, yet it did not activate itself, but I did see it. So, last click here on this, and again we get a 2x here, and a potential 3x that is not doing anything. Okay, second option is the multiplying symbols are also wilds. Here you see it, it's a 2x, and it is also a wild. The only sad thing about this purchase is that it does not multiply before it has reached the stage where we just reached. So now we get a 2x on every win. I hope that makes sense. You need to get all the multiplying symbols to the left for them to activate, regardless of them being wilds and being on other parts of the slot. Also, the same goes with the bonus symbol. Of course, you have to trigger to the way left, or the most left, if you will. Otherwise, nothing is gonna happen. And there you saw teleportation, which is kind of interesting, given that we are talking about teleportation now, and a big win. One thing I do want to mention before talking more about teleportation is the beautiful big win screens. Should we get a mega win or a super win or whatever it's called, the screen only gets more and more fancy. It's actually, yeah, it's very well done, I have to say. Beautiful. Could we get a sun in the third? No, we can't. Beautiful. So what I was about to say here, while I'll click one last time on this one, is whenever a multiplying symbol, as we have right here, or a bonus symbols hit the bottom of the slot, which is not to the most left, it will then be teleported one step to the left on the very top. So dui, dui. If that sounds make any sense, you're probably delusional, but I am pretty sure you get what I mean. Anyway, we have two options here, and I do believe for good measure we should try both. They can be pretty long bonuses because the trigger itself can take pretty long, and of course, should you connect a lot of times with a lot of avalanches, that will also affect the length of the bonus round. One thing worth mentioning is, should we get lucky enough to transfer the 2x multiplier here and the additional 2x multiplier here and the 3x multiplier there to the very left prior to the trigger of the bonus itself, those will be brought over to the bonus. And as we see a teleportation here, and it drops. So no, it will, what could happen actually? It is gonna happen actually, I do believe. Or, no, it's gonna block. Yeah, block. But oh, it actually is gonna happen. So now we are actually starting on a 3x multiplier, at least in this bonus, which is pretty good. You would obviously want it to be 1000x or maybe a little bit less, but still starting with anything but 0 is perceived to be an advantage in any game, and this is no exception. Anyway, as you saw before, or as I just mentioned, the trigger itself probably took around a good minute, so therefore the bonuses are pretty long, and maybe I should have not talked as much as I do, but I think this game is a little bit complex, especially if you're not familiar with the first Cygnus release, or IO for that matter, IO being another slot of the studios, so therefore I do believe it actually deserved a bit of explanation. If you're a slot enthusiast, you probably already fasted forward from this one because you only want to see the super bonus because you get all of it and you're very smart. But if you haven't, thank you for staying with us about slots. We are, as always, very happy to review top upcoming games, at least in our prediction. This one could probably be a new stream banger from ELK. They have been re-triggering like no tomorrow. Is not what ELK have done, but we are doing now. So we actually did manage to re-trigger here, which will happen after this one is done, Cascade Avalancing. Also worth mentioning, in the normal bonus, once the multiplier hits the very left, it becomes wild, and you have a bigger chance of connecting. Obviously, or maybe not. Anyway, 3 more spins. I would say so far, with my experience, we often talk about the compensation trademark on ELK, because they always pay X amount back, meaning they're a bit less volatile on average. There you see the 10x multiplier, by the way, which we will probably not be able to proceed with. Nope, we won't. But yeah, I have not found much of a compensation trademark in this one. I mean, this is a little bit more than half money back, which is nice, of course, because the volatility is what we love. We love to have big swings, especially on the stream, so we can win, just as we did on Metropolis 3, almost to 50,000x. And you might wonder, what is the difference from triggering the normal bonus and the super bonus? And actually, I have no idea. It is not stated in the pay table info, anything. It looks like the same super symbol or scatter symbol, not super symbol, so I actually don't know. Is it triggerable during the base game? I sincerely hope so, but I really don't know either. Anyway, here you see us having what could be the best start anyone has ever had on this game, actually. We are currently 5 for 5 dead spins. This one is guaranteed to connect because we get the multiplier, which is wild, of course, in this bonus. We do get a 5x, and we are guaranteed as well another 2x because this one will teleport should it not be transferred directly or immediately, and it will. So we are up on a 7x now with 1 spin to go. Could we get 500x back from this? I don't know. Why would you even ask such questions? Just enjoy the show. More wilds? Well, that is some with the second best symbol. I guess it's some. It's counting up pretty quick, meaning that we probably won't get money back. No, it has nothing to do with that anyway. But just please enjoy the show here. Look at the graphics here. I must say, without maybe being the biggest fan of these space, whatever inspired theme slots, it's just beautiful to watch in my opinion. We are actually closing in on a re-trigger, which is only 2 steps from enabling us to 3 more spins. It looks very unlikely. It looks extremely hard stuck down there at the bottom. We do connect with the blue here. It's not a lot though. It's a very bad symbol, so I'm just clicking in 21x. But we do get a secure teleportation now to the second row. Well, that will be real rather, not row. Okay, this actually paid a bit. Sorry for clicking this. I thought it was not as much because it's just non-premiums. Scorpion connecting. Can we? I mean, I just want to get a re-trigger and get it over with. Hit the 50,000x as a world first. We do get the re-trigger actually. Beautiful drop down there and a lot of wilds. Will we connect with anything? No. Oh boy, that looks so good. It looks so good. I'm a little bit, I wouldn't say sad, but I'm a little surprised that you only get 3 free spins for re-triggering. But then again, you have now seen it twice, once in the normal bonus and once in this super bonus, that re-triggering is actually a possibility. I know that this is a myth on many ELK slots, which it probably still is, but on this one, certainly not. Anyway, what does it really matter when you get 3 more dead spins, or almost dead spins, if you will? Connect. No. Last spin coming up. Can we get the money back? No, we are actually... We're getting scammed. We're getting scammed. Anyway, I would love to buy another one, but time is up for anyone's patience. Probably 10 minutes ago, because this video is now over 10 minutes. Anyway, Cygnus 2 coming in August. It's going to be the August release for ELK Studios. Probably around the 1st of August, I would imagine. Of course, as per usual, details are in the description below on YouTube. And have you enjoyed this review or hated it? I really, well, of course I care, but I would like you to subscribe and comment below what you think about this game in terms of rating. Do you think it's a 1 out of 10, a 5 out of 10, an 11 out of 10? Because that's not possible. I do personally believe this is I was about to say hard 8, that doesn't make any sense. A big 8, maybe 8.8 out of 10. I can definitely see this one being... becoming a popular one, just as ELK like it. They made Tiger Brothers last time, not as popular as we probably would have hoped for, but anyway, this one looks to be promising. Cygnus 2, ELK Studios. This is AboutSlots.com, promoting gambling and slots in particular on AboutSlots.com. So if you are gambling, please remember to set limits. Do not exceed these limits, and please play responsibly. Thank you.